Okay, so let's talk about decimals here. So we have this decimal placement, and this right here represents my decimal, and we also call it the word and whenever we're writing it out. Behind it we have tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10,000. So the further away I get from the decimal in this direction, the smaller my money gets, right? We can go from 10, 20, 50 cents, whatever, all the way down to pennies and partial pennies. Takes a bunch of pennies, you know, kind of get the idea. In front of the decimal is when we're starting to talk about bills, like ones, fives, tens, 20s, 30s, 40s, hundreds, thousands. You kind of get the idea. So think about it as money if that seems to help. So we have this example of 4.125. This is read as 4 and 125 thousandths because it lands in the 20 or in the thousands place. The 5 does. This one here is 6.2, so it's 6 and 2/10. Kind of get the idea? This one would be 10 and 300ths. Whoops, spell the word out. 300ths. Okay? Kind of get the idea. So let's do some adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing of decimals. So let's add. So whenever we add it, let's use this first example, 1.25. We're going to line it up because that's like saying $1.25, and then you give me $1.75. So we have to line up the decimals when adding or subtracting. So I have 5 plus 5 is 10. I'm going to carry the 0. 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 7 is 10 again, so I'm going to bring down the 0. Carry the 1, bring the decimal down. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. In the basic math part of this, your answer would be 3.00. When we start getting into the medication part and start talking about like tablets, capsules, or anything like that, whenever you start doing the nursing part of it, we don't want to put the zeros behind it because that's called a trailing zero and it can be misinterpreted if that decimal is not clear. So be careful, guys. In basic math, I want to see it if I ask for it. So let's go do a subtraction one. So 2.54 minus 1.04, and let's line it up. So we got 2.54, and we got to line up the decimals because it is subtraction. And we say 4 minus 4, oh, that's 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. Bring down the decimal. 2 minus 1 is 1. So that's my answer, 1.50. And again, in the nursing, we wouldn't want the trailing 0. So let's do one more, and then I'm going to leave those to you. So I'm going to say, and we got to read it like it's written, okay? The first one goes first. 0.725, and I'm going to subtract, and again, we got to line up our decimal. And if you need to, put zeros behind there, just if that's what you need. So you got 5 minus 0, 2 minus 0, 7 minus 5, bring down the decimal. And go ahead and put the 0 in front of the decimal. It's very, very, very important, guys. So from now on, from this moment forward, always put a 0 in front of your decimal and make sure that decimal is clear, okay? Make sure it's recognizable.